Hi, and welcome back to That's Entertainment, the weekly entertainment show where we look at all the interesting news from last week this week. We all know that the home entertainment industry is in a period of great change at the moment. There were some stories last week that really highlighted that. The first, satellite TV pioneer Sky unveiled plans for their dish-free future across Europe. Their new Sky Glass offering is built around their own their own innovation platform. As Deadline succinctly put it, the product is effectively a smart television with no requirement for a satellite dish, as the Comcast-owned pay TV giant adapts to a world in which cord cutting has become the norm. The new streaming TV will aggregate content from broadcasters already to Sky's existing satellite TV customers, along with such major streaming platforms as Disney+, Amazon Prime, Netflix, BBC iPlayer, Sky's own TV service. Perhaps the most consumer-friendly piece of tech included in the offering, the PlayStation playlist function. As TBI put it, via voice command or a new plus button on a redesigned remote, users can add shows and movies to a content playlist, which pulls together shows and movies from a variety of different sources. In the words of Variety, it will even allow users to seamlessly watch shows where seasons are split between different streaming services due to licensing constraints. The new hardware launch is the latest strike in the streaming wars battle. With Sky and Warner Media's lucrative deal for HBO content coming to an end in 2025, Sky Glass will ensure audiences have a reason to stick with Sky, even if much of its Sky Atlantic HBO Max content transitions over. Sky Glass will be available in the UK later this month and will launch in other European territories on an as-yet unspecified date in the future. Another example of traditional TV institutions struggling to maintain its relevance today came with the news that the beleaguered US TV audience rating service Nielsen is to relaunch its streaming video measurements products. As Next TV reported, Nielsen said its new streaming measurement suite included Nielsen Streaming Platform Ratings, formerly Streaming Video Ratings, which measures streaming activity and breaks out measurement for the top 17 platforms and apps accounting for 85% of the streaming market. Nielsen Streaming Content Ratings, which measures programs and episodes of 4 of the 5 top streaming platforms. Nielsen's Digital Ads Ratings. Nielsen said it's added Samsung and Vizio to its roster and connected TV measurement clients, which already included Roku, Amazon, and Hulu. And over the last year, Nielsen said it has more than tripled the number of homes in its streaming meter sample. Nielsen also said it measures 75% of CTV media spend and 87% of the total video digital spend across computer, mobile, and connected TV. According to Deirdre Thomas, Nielsen's managing director, US Audience Measurements Product Strategy, with this comprehensive suite of streaming measurement solutions, content creators, platforms, studios, and advertisers will have an unprecedented view of who is streaming, what they're watching, which platforms consumers are gravitating to, and how much time they are spending with the streaming content. By combining our streaming solutions under one banner, Nielsen is providing the industry with a single destination to understand streaming audiences and how they are engaging with content, allowing media buyers and sellers to make the best decisions around all ad strategies. As we have seen, traditional TV broadcasters and their satellite and cable counterparts need to continue to evolve if they are to stay relevant. And this was highlighted further in research unveiled by NRG and Roku last week, who led with the fact that the UK streaming audiences now outnumber traditional pay TV viewers for the first time. Other takeaways from the research include almost 9 in 10 consumers are TV streamers versus 7 in 10 who pay for traditional TV. Streaming has been adopted by TV viewers of all ages, including, crucially, the older generations. And 2/3 of those viewers aged between 57 and 70 agree with the statements that streaming is better value than traditional TV. Streaming is more convenient than traditional TV, and the variety I get from streaming is impossible for cable, satellite, or telco TV services to match. There was also some encouraging news for filmmakers and distributors. The importance of movies to streaming platforms was reinforced by the fact that 68% of consumers saying having access to a new movie release is the key reason why they would try a new streaming service. Nearly 1 in 2 consumers have streamed a new movie release at home in the past year, and almost 2 in 3 plan to do it more in the future, mostly because of its convenience and cost savings. There was even a bit of good news for the exhibition sector with the revelation that consumers haven't turned their back on cinemas even as new movies have become more readily available at home. 3 in 5 consumers plan to go to the cinema in the next year. Another significant trend highlighted by the report was the ongoing growth in popularity of the ad-funded streaming platforms, or AVOD. 1 in 2 streamers have ad-supported services, and 2 in 3 consumers are willing to pay for an AVOD service if it offers a lower monthly subscription. 8 in 10 agree that one of the biggest factors when deciding whether to try a new streaming service is if it offers free and paid subscription tiers. The report showed that people value ad-supported streaming as much as ad-free streaming. Of the services they added in the past year, a similar number plan to keep their free ad-supported streaming services as those who plan to keep their ad-free streaming services. Once streaming audiences incorporate the AVOD offering into their viewing experience, they remain very loyal to it. AVOD viewers are more likely to be cord shavers, stream more regularly than SVOD viewers, and are more likely to be parents. The report concluded that ultimately, consumers want choice, and the ad-supported options make it easier for customers to try new streaming services. So we're going to see a rise of AVOD now, the convenience, the cost savings, the ability to stream when you want. People are falling back to the old habits, which goes a long way in proving the point that the more things change, the more they stay the same. So imagine that the one way that we can get around this wallet issue, there's only tolerance to maybe 3 or 4 paid streaming platforms within someone's personal wallet. The AVOD approach allows greater diversity of choice when people are choosing content, and people are willing to put up with advertising in that experience. It remains to be seen, though, if the advertising is going to be pre-roll or post-roll or more interruptive in the future. And I think everyone's fed up with that interruptive approach because it just takes you straight out of the viewing experience. That's all for this week. If you'd like to comment, like, or subscribe, please do so below. Remember, we publish this show both to LinkedIn and to YouTube. That's all for this week. Thank you very much.